Saint Camillus. Praise be to Jesus. Camillus was born on May 25th, 1550. His mother was nearly 50 when she gave birth to him. His father was an officer in both the Neapolitan and French royal armies and was seldom at home. Camillus had his father's temper. Therefore, his mother, due to her age, felt unable to control him as he grew up. She died in 1562. As a consequence, he grew up neglected by the family members who took him in after her death. At the age of 16, Camillus joined his father in the army. After a number of years of military service, he gambled away all his possessions. Camillus took work as a laborer at the Capuchin friary at Manfredonia. He was constantly plagued, however, by a leg wound he received while in the army, which would not heal. Despite his aggressive nature and excessive gambling, the guardian of the friary saw a better side to his nature and continually tried to bring that out in him. Eventually, the friar's exhortations penetrated his heart, and he had a religious conversion in 1575. He then entered the novitiate of the Capuchin friars. His leg wound, however, had continued to plague him and was declared incurable by the physicians, and thus he was denied admission to that order. He then moved to Rome, where he entered the hospital to care for the incurable cases. He himself became a caregiver at the hospital and later its supervisor. In the meantime, he continued to follow a strict ascetic life, performing many penances such as constant wearing of a hair shirt. He took as his spiritual director and confessor the popular local priest Philip Neri. Camillus began to monitor the poor attention the sick received from the staff of the hospital. He was led to invite a group of pious men to express their faith through the care of the patients at the hospital. Eventually, he felt called to establish a religious community for this purpose, and that he should seek holy orders for this task. Philip Neri, his confessor, gave him approval for this endeavor, and a wealthy donor provided him with the income necessary to undertake his seminary studies. He was ordained on Pentecost in 1584. Thus Camillus established the order of clerks regular, ministers of the infirm, better known as the Camillians. His experience in wars led him to establish a group of health care workers who would assist soldiers on the battlefield. The large red cross on their cassock remains a symbol of the congregation today. Camillians today continue to identify themselves with this emblem on their habits, a symbol universally recognized today as a sign of charity and service. during the Battle of Canicia in 1601, while Camillians were helping with the wounded, the tent in which they were tending to the sick and in which they had all of their equipment and supplies was completely destroyed and was burned to the ground. Everything in the tent was destroyed except the red cross of a religious habit belonging to one of the Camillians who was ministering to the wounded on the battlefield. This event was taken by the Camillians to manifest divine approval of the Red Cross of St. Camillus. At that time, they established a fourth religious vow unique to their order: to serve the sick even with danger to one's own life. Throughout his life, his ailments caused him suffering, but he allowed no one to wait on him and would crawl to visit the sick when unable to stand and walk. It is said that Camillus possessed the gifts of healing and prophecy. He fell ill. He died in Rome in 1614 and was entombed at the Church of St. Mary Magdalene. Popularly, Camillus is the patron saint of the sick, hospitals, nurses, and physicians. His assistance is also invoked against gambling. St. Camillus, pray for us.